Hi. What is a successful stiletto? Stay tuned and we'll find out in just a few minutes.
TCT presents Public Report, a look at the issues and events of importance to our viewing area. Now, here's your host.
Welcome to Public Report. I'm your host, Tanya Dixon. And today we have with us Amanda Wyckoff of Successful Stilettos International. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
So good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Let's start off by talking, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am from Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I had amazing parents in my youth. But I also had a lot of tribulations and trials just because of me having just image concerns.
Right.
But within that time frame, I was able to learn more about who I was, and I was able to move here to Greensboro, and it's been a great opportunity for myself. Not only that, I'm a PK, a preacher's kid, so
right.
With that, I realized that there's a lot of different problems that our girls are having, and that's really what made me want to look at what I want to do to help ladies to be more successful in regards to their lives.
Right. So what exactly are you doing as far as adolescents and young ladies are concerned?
Well, what we are seeing is that a lot of ladies do not have a person that is giving them the affirmations that they need, i.e. from a gentleman or anything to that effect. And it's very important that our women know exactly who they are. So the way that we do that is through mentorship. And that's something that I've really wanted to do more of and make sure that our girls are equipped with knowing who they are, but not just who they are because of what someone says, but who they are in Christ. And so that is my main focus for helping our young girls, teens, and adolescents.
Right. So the name of the organization is Successful Stilettos.
Yes.
Where did that name come from?
Well, Successful Stilettos International, it came from knowing that young girls, they are very fashion conscious.
Right.
And because they are very fashion conscious, I wanted to find a way to make sure that girls were finding out more about who they were, but in a way that they would like. And so when I looked in Habakkuk 3:19, there's a verse there that says, "The Lord God is my strength, and he will make my feet like hinds' feet, and he will make me to walk upon high places."
Right.
So what that is mainly saying is that hinds are deer's feet, and they are rough, they're tough, they can handle anything. And so I took that concept and presented it in another way with Successful Stilettos International. And that main focus is to prepare our high heels for up heels.
Oh, wow. I like that. That's really good. Okay, well, let's talk about, you took a really big leap into this business that you have. You know, how are you adjusting to the entrepreneurship side? Your background is not exactly entrepreneurship. You work for the American Heart Association, correct? So how are you adjusting to this new venture that you're taking?
Well, it's definitely a leap of faith, but what I found was that I love what I do with the organization that I'm with right now. But before that, I realized that our girls and our teens need to be prepared for the college level of thinking. And there are different schools out here that are taking advantage of our young girls and young guys. And what I mean by that is that if they do not have the knowledge, or their parents do not have the knowledge of how to get incorporated in the school system, they may be charged way too much in regards to going to school. Right. And I did not like that concept of me going out, presenting information to give these girls and guys this feel-good feeling that they could do anything, but actually putting them in debt. And so what I have looked at is I don't want to do that, and I don't want people to be taken advantage of.
Right.
Because I wasn't taken advantage of. So why don't we go ahead and take this information that I've learned from my old job and present it in a way that's going to help our young women to be more sufficient and realize their potential, and also allow them to see the flags or the guidelines when they see something that's not wrong or something that is wrong, so that they're prepared for that and they know how to handle it and deter away from it.
Right. How have you had any personal experiences that have really propelled you in your organization? Maybe, you know, something that you dealt with on your own, or when as you were growing up, to say, hey, I'm going to really instill these things into other young ladies because I've learned myself.
One of the biggest things that happened to me when I was younger was that I had a lot of image concerns. My parents couldn't afford to get me braces when I was younger, and I got teased really bad. And
Right.
bullying is something that has become even more severe because people are having a hard time just knowing how to handle those things.
Right.
I had a great support system with my mother and father, but there are a lot of teens out here that don't have that dual mom and father that can give them those supports.
Right.
So that's one area that I see that we need to help our young girls out at. Another area is with relationships. A lot of ladies are looking for affirmation in the wrong places.
Exactly.
They're looking at affirmation from men, or they're looking at affirmation from Facebook or Twitter, and there's nothing wrong with those social media outlets. But when you're looking for affirmation for who you are by telling your whole life story or personal intimate things that are going on in your life, that is not correct. We should be looking towards
Right.
God to find out what it is that he has for us, or our purpose, or to answer those questions, or to show us what relationships are good for us. So that's a concern, and that's something that I really want to make sure that our young girls are understanding, that they are beautiful, they are valuable, and as long as they set the standard, then nobody can mess with that.
Right.
I call our girls stilettonistas. We are official stilettonistas because we stand firm in our faith. We stand solid in our beliefs and unwavered in our standards. And that's what a true stilettonista is. And that's what I'd like to incorporate through Successful Stilettos International.
Right now, is that part of your mission?
Yes. Our mission is to encourage, inspire, and empower today's woman to seek success in her education, her career, and personal goals, but through faith-based guidelines. Right. This will help us to reproduce a high caliber of women who model confidence and class while climbing those uphills of life. Because we all know as ladies, there are going to be some tough obstacles that come ahead.
Right. And that's so few and far between in society, today, and especially in the media, and what our young ladies see today on television and things like that. So what are you guys actually doing in your organization?
Well, it's actually threefold. We have 3 strides that we work under. Successful Stilettos Speak, and that's mainly our seminars that we offer, that we do all over the community. One of them in particular is called Rock and Purity, and it talks about purity in not just your body, but your heart, your body, your mind, and your speech. Okay. Also, America's Next Top Modest is a fun one because it talks about the importance of the way that you dress and the importance of wearing age-appropriate and clothes that fit you.
Right.
Those are some areas that are very important. Pretty girl swag versus petty girl stag. Are you truly showing your best?
Right.
And that's mainly where we're coming from that standpoint. And that's just a few of the seminars that we offer through the Stilettos Speak session. Stilettos Walk is actually a runway show that we put on every year. We will have that September 15th. And it's called the Sparrow Runway, A Modest Affair. And Sparrow stands for Stilettos Preparing a Refined Revolution of Women. But it's a modesty runway show, which is different from what we see daily. Our focus is making sure that our girls understand that it's okay to be modest. You can look great, you can look beautiful, but you don't have to have all of your body hanging out to gain the attention of other people. You have to be confident in who you are, and you can do that through modest wear. And the last area of our stride is Stilettos Move. And that is a movement to create change by a conference that we have in the spring. And this will focus on making sure that our young girls are learning those life skills that a lot of us take for granted, like knowing how to communicate. Taking care of our finances at a very early age is important because we don't hear a lot about that in some of our other networks, whether it be at church or organizations or school. It's not as publicized, but it's huge in regards to being successful, knowing how to take care of your funds. So those are 3 different areas of Successful Stilettos that we mainly look at focusing, mentoring, and preparing our young women to be successful in their lives.
Now, how long have you been doing this organization?
This actually was founded last year, February of 2011, and we are moving forward. We've had a lot of seminars thus far. We're going to be doing that first runway show in September on the 15th, and we are going to continue to move forward because it is a need and it's not going away. As a matter of fact, it's probably becoming even more of a need. So I'm passionate. I love seeing girls reach their maximum potential, and I think just knowing that there's somebody out there that truly cares and they're sincere is what's going to push ladies to really make change. You know, we've heard if you change your mind, you change your world.
Right.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do, but allow them to understand that faith and having a relationship with God is what's really going to push you to the next level, because your steps are already ordered.
Right, right. How well received has it been with the community, other young ladies?
Very, very receptive. We've had ladies that I've just told them some of the titles, and they'll be like, oh, can you come to my church? Or,
Right.
oh, can you come to my club? Because it's information that ladies need to know, and sometimes we think that the girls are just going to learn those things, even to the standpoint of what you wear. How are your clothes supposed to fit? What about the underclothing that you wear? How is
Right.
that supposed to fit? There's nobody out here that's specifically saying, okay, this is how you're supposed to do this, you know, dress 101. There's nothing out there like that.
Exactly.
So we have to actually go out there and reach our teens, because they're not going to come to us.
Right.
That's just not cool. But if we come to them sincere and with a message, then I believe that they will listen.
Right. Now, if a young lady attends one of your seminars or one of your events, what are they leaving with? What are they taking with them?
They're going to leave with a wealth of knowledge, but not only that, they're going to leave with experiences that will last. In the school system, there's a lot of, lecture. That's just the way that most of our school systems are designed. But what we as grown men and women understand is that experiences are what we remember most, whether it's, buying your prom dress, or buying something that really means a lot to you, or experiencing going out on a camping trip, or something to that effect. We remember experiences. So our ladies are going to leave not just with a lecture, but with an experience that they will be able to take with them.
Great, great. Now we only have a few minutes left, but where are we going? Where's Successful Stilettos International going?
You know, Successful Stilettos International is just the step to move forward in regards to helping our young girls wherever they are. This is something that we want to be able to go to wherever the need is. And so wherever God allows this to go, I am happy with. You know, I'm really putting my faith into to moving this forward.
Right.
Even when it comes to charging, I allow the organizations to come up with the financial contribution that they would like to give. Because it's not about me, because everything that is invested goes straight back out to the community.
Right, okay.
And so that's one thing that I can say. We just want to continue to move forward, but in order for us to move forward, our community needs to know that we are here to help.
Right, okay. Now, before we leave, let's give all your contact information.
Okay. Well, again, my name is Amanda Wyckoff with Successful Stilettos International, where we prepare high heels for up heels. My phone number to get in contact with me in regards to booking speaking engagements is 910-381-5852. And also, if you'd like to check out my website, there's great information on there. You can just go to successfulstilettos.com.
Okay. And I'm sure you don't mind receiving donations to help your organization out, and people can contact you in those same address and contact information.
Yes, they can contact or donate from both of those contacts. Thank you so much. We would just love to have more contributions and just be able to get the word out more so than anything else.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming, and we'll be right back.